welcome to this week's video. So this morning I've just been busy packing orders. I've had a few orders of some socks and mugs, so I've just been doing them. And then we had a bit of a thunderstorm, so I wasn't going to film because my dogs were barking. But now I'm going to sit down and get some work done. So this week I want to design some new products, some new phone cases, and I'm also going to be making magnet bookmarks, which I'm really excited about doing them. It's a bit of a risk, I feel, because it's not something I've done before, but I want to try it out and I'm really excited to hopefully get it all working and everything. So I've got this magnet paper which I'm going to be using to print my designs on with my printer, and then from there we'll cut them out and then we will have little magnet bookmarks. Today I'm going to be working on designing some new phone cases because it's been a while since I've come out with some new phone cases. I've got a few ideas of some new designs I want to do, so I am going to be doing them. I don't think I'm going to be printing them. I might print one design, but then for the rest I think I'm just gonna superimpose like onto another photo, so I'll show you how I do that. I've done it before, but it's been a while since I've done it and I don't think I've ever shown how I've done it on camera. The reason I do it is because it saves me from wasting a phone case, because I have so many designs and there are so many different types of phone cases available. It's really hard to know which ones to make in advance, so I usually print them to order. But when I'm taking product photography, obviously I have to print it on one phone case first. But I think this time I'm not going to bother printing the designs. I'll just do one, and then the other ones, you know, I'll print them when people order them. I think that makes a lot more sense, creates less waste for me, I lose less money, because I'm not quite big enough to be printing mass printing things and having things ready for when people order. I have to print to order, otherwise I end up with stuff that people might not necessarily buy. So this is the best way, I think, for me to approach it. Hopefully that will work well and make sense to you guys. Over the weekend I did some work on Posy the Postie. I finished my dummy book and I did send that off to some publishers, so you know, fingers crossed it goes somewhere. It's a long waiting process. It could take up to 3 or 4 months to hear back from everyone, so that is a long time and a lot of waiting, but at least I've got it out of the way now, and you know, I don't have to wait any longer to get the book finished and sent out. So now we're just waiting to see what happens with it, which I'm excited to see how that goes. I'm also thinking of possibly painting some denim jackets this week. It's been a while since I've done them. I've got a lot of blank jackets, so I thought I'd come out with a new kind of collection of jackets. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have like a set theme like I did last time. I'm just gonna paint whatever I feel like painting on them and what works best for them, because I have quite a lot of different types of jackets. So that's something I kind of want to do and play around with. I am still obviously open for commissions for denim jackets, so if there is a design or something you'd like painted on a jacket, I can do it. Just send me a message and we can sort something out. Anyway, I'm gonna go and start designing these phone cases. So this probably looks like nothing to you, but these are some of my ideas. I'm going to design 3 cases this week. So first of all, I want to have 2 kind of similar cases. So I want to have one that's going to have like little bees going around, or like a checkered picnic blanket, and I'm possibly thinking of having like a little bear poking over the top like that, as I think that would be really cute. And then on a similar background, I'm just going to have some little ladybirds on a picnic blanket as well. And then I want to, I mean, it's a rubbish little sketch, but I want to put my character Simon the Sloth on a case with like just different expressions, and it'll be some sort of kind of repeating pattern, but he'll be pulling a different face in every single picture. I think I'm going to start doing the bee one first and see how that goes.
Feeling like it's gonna rain. It's sunny out, but it just comes in waves. When you ask me if I'm okay, I don't have a lot to say. Can't tell you something I do not know. Thought the other side was always green.
So this is the design for the phone case. I think I'm going to put it into Photoshop as I want to add like a drop shadow to these little white flowers to make them stand out more, and it's possible I'll have to like resize it a little bit to fit better on different phone cases, but you know, you get the overall idea. And I'm really happy with it, and I think it's really cute. Okay, so I've made some changes to my design. I decided to add in an extra bee, and I've also put in the drop shadow on Photoshop with underneath my little flowers. The reason for that is because you can't use drop shadow on Procreate, it's just not really possible, so it's easy to do it in Photoshop. Depends on the phone case, but some of the bees and flowers will be cut off slightly, but I've kind of designed that to be okay. Like, it's going to happen with some cases, but you know, I've made sure everything will fit around quite well and it won't look strange or anything like that. So this is just what it's looking like right now. So I'm gonna go and do the other two phone cases. I'm really happy how this one has turned out, so I think the other two will be a kind of similar style. So I'm just gonna go and work on them now. So today I'm going to be continuing with designing these phone cases. So yesterday I finished off all three case designs, sort of. I need to make a few adjustments to the sloth one. As you can see, I've only just drawn the three like expressions that I want printed onto the case. So I need to take these illustrations and then make it into a repeating pattern on Photoshop, but that will only take a couple of seconds to do. So that is what I'm going to go and do now, and then we can get to printing onto the cases. As I said yesterday, I am only going to be printing on one case, and that's going to be my little bear one with the bees, because I think that was really sweet and I think that's my favourite one. So, you know, I want to take proper photos of that. But then with the other two, I am just going to use my mock-up and put that onto my website. But I'm also going to show you how I do that, because I know a lot of people want to know how to do that. It's not something I recommend doing unless you have the blanks already in stock. So I've had quite a few people saying, oh, can I just put the mocks up on my website and then order the cases in when someone places an order? I wouldn't recommend that, because it can take like a couple of weeks for the cases to arrive to you depending on where you order them from. You want to have the blanks already with you, then so you can just slap on the design and send it out to your customer as soon as possible. So I really wouldn't recommend ordering the cases in depending what people order from you, and it'll keep the costs down as well. So, you know, if you order in bulk, you can usually get better prices, or you save on shipping and things like that. So make sure you have the cases in stock, but you don't have to necessarily waste them by printing a design that someone might not buy. Yeah, I'm gonna open up Photoshop and get this little repeated pattern sorted so we can get to the printing stage. Alright, so this is the little sloth phone case. I've just repeated the pattern. You can see there they've all got different faces, so it's just really sweet, and I've put it on this mint background as I think that's a really nice colour and goes well with the sloth's colours and complements the like little pink cheeks and nose on him very well. Okay, so this is one of the mock-ups I've made before. I'm just going to be using the same one. So as you can see here, I've taken a photo of one of my phone cases and I've selected basically the bit that's going to have the print on, and I filled it in blue. You can fill it in whatever colour you want, it doesn't really matter. I just did it blue to make it really obvious for me for like transferring the design I want onto it. So then you want to go into your folder, you want to find wherever you've got your phone case designs. So all I'm going to do is just drag the, you know, illustration or the design or whatever onto this document, and then create clipping mask, and then boom, got a mock-up. It's pretty easy, to be honest. It doesn't take a lot of time. You just need to be able to select selecting out the design area really isn't that difficult. You can do it pretty easily, just either with the select tool. You know, you can see it takes out most of it there. It's not anything too complicated that if you know how to use Photoshop, you can do this super easy and you end up with a really professional looking image, and it makes it a bit easier for you as well because, you know, you don't have to fuff around with printing on phone cases and making waste or whatever, like I said earlier. And yeah, that's it. Nothing else to say really. So I'm going to quickly show you how I do it for my ladybird one as well. So I'm just going to drag the image on there. This one needs resizing a bit. Then clipping mask. And there you go. Again, so it is so easy to do. And it's such a good technique, and you can do this with pretty much any type of product really, and it looks great.
These are the seasons, I watch them go. Give me a reason, I'll let you know. These are the seasons, I watch them go. My city on a hill, searching for my heaven in the deepest parts of hell. Well, time wasted, no lies with me. She took me by the hair. Lead me in to your promised land.
I'm really happy with how this little guy has come out. I think the case is really cute, and I think it looks great on a phone case, and I think it's a little bit different to what you can get out there. And it's in my own little unique style as well. So these, I'm not sure when I'll put them up on my store, probably later in the week, we'll see. You know, I'll tell you at the end of the video if they're up on my store or not, but I think they're really cute. And I hope you like this one and the other two I designed as well. So I'm gonna head out in a minute. I'm gonna go over to the post office, and then when I get back, I think I'm probably gonna go and design some magnets, or at least start designing them, because I really wanna get them sorted and done, and I'm super excited to do them because it's nothing I've ever done before. I'm a bit nervous about whether or not it will work and they'll turn out like I want them to, but fingers crossed it'll all be good, and they'll be really nice.
Look inside of an empty mind and tell me if it's real, 'cause it goes on and on. Days and months to wait 10 years. Everything that I ever feared goes on and on. Everything that I ever loved always seemed to care about. These are the seasons, I watch them go. Give me a reason.
Morning. So today I'm going to be finishing off these magnets. So I've already done two designs, the little sloth and the cat, and I want to do a third design. I want to do a dog one, so there's a dog to go with a cat. I think I'm just going to have an illustration of the dog, and it's going to be a double-sided magnet like the cat will be, so to keep them kind of similar. So I'm going to do that now, and then after that we can get to finally cutting them out. I'm fingers crossed, you know, it will all go okay, and I'll be able to put together the magnets in Silhouette Studio properly.
Things about you I'll never know. I hope that one day we'll be in love when you're not far away. You really make me wanna fly. Cross my heart and hope to die. Lonely, you're the reason why I can feel those butterflies when I go to sleep at night. When I go to sleep at night. Lonely, you're the reason why I can feel those butterflies when I go to sleep at night.
Ooh, I'm done. This little guy will be repeated on the other side and the same for the cat. And then Simon the Sloth will join up to his body and his head, and his head and his arms will hang over one side and then his legs the other side. So now I just need to take these into Silhouette Studio and connect them all so we can get them cut out and printed.
Cross my heart and hope to die. Lonely, you're the reason why I can feel those butterflies when I go to sleep at night. When I go to sleep at night.
So I was just printing this test page to kind of get an idea of what the size of the bookmarks will be, and I think this is pretty much spot on, so I'm not going to make any changes for this. I need to fill in the whole sheet with bookmarks so I get my money's worth of my paper, but yeah, this is how big they are going to be, and I think they're looking pretty good so far.
Sleep at night. You really make me wanna fly. Cross my heart and hope to die. Lonely, you're the reason why I can feel those butterflies when I go to sleep at night.
So this is the finished magnet sheet, and I'm really annoyed about this, but it came out kind of dull and I wish I'd done more practice tests, but I basically ended up reprinting it onto just normal paper, and it took me a while, but I did manage to find one that I liked. So in the end, I've adjusted the colours and I'm happy with how this came out. So I'm gonna go and print it again, and then we can get to cutting out the magnet. So I've decided it makes more sense to cut out the sheet with the dull colours first, just to make sure everything goes okay, and so I don't mess up the good sheet and end up ruining more magnet sheets. So I'm gonna use this one just to test it and make sure everything will come out all right. So I'm kind of kicking myself right now. You can see that that's a pretty bad mistake to make. So I've got to fix that, flip all the cats and the dogs to be opposite sides. Obviously that does not work very well. I can rescue the sloths from this sheet, but the other ones I won't be able to use at all, which is annoying. So I'm gonna go and cut the sloths out and fix everything wrong with the cats and the dogs, and then we can, actually cut the real thing out. So this one is one of the mistake dogs, but as you can see, it's still got enough surface area to nicely kind of attach itself to the paper. But the sloth, as you can see, it clips fine together, it sticks together when it's not got any paper between it, but then when the paper's there, it just doesn't stay together because the legs and the arms are just too far apart and there's just not enough magnet to make it strong enough. So I'm gonna have to change the size of his arms and everything as well. So this is gonna be a long process of fixing everything. Overall, it's not going well, it's not going to plan, but at least I guess I'm learning and I know what will and won't work next time I do these. I've made some really silly mistakes, not making sure that I was 100% happy with the colour, but then I'm printing on gloss paper rather than magnet paper. I've also made the mistake of not flipping the cats around and the dogs as well. There's been a whole mixture of things that have meant this process is taking me a lot longer. I've been at this pretty much all day now. It took me about an hour or so to draw the little dog, and now I've already spent about 5 hours trying to get these magnets to work. So I really hope they're popular in my shop because it's a huge pain sorting them out. But we're almost there-ish. I mean, I've got a lot more to do that I didn't expect to have, but they're all problems I know that I can solve, and once they're sorted, I'm basically starting with laying out my files and everything again from scratch. That all needs to be done again because what I've done so far isn't right for any of the characters. That is fun. So this is what the sloth looks like now. I guess it doesn't look that different, but in the end I got rid of the original arms, and then I ended up just duplicating the legs, making them a little bit shorter and just sticking them on the head. And hopefully, fingers crossed, everything will work okay and he will turn out great. I really hope he does, because this whole thing has just been a bit annoying. Trying to figure everything out. It has been quite a process, but he's looking cute, so hopefully it'll work.
You left me. You left me. You left me. You're big as you're big as you left me. You left me. You left me. You left me. You're big as you're big as you left me. You left me. You left me.
Good morning. So today I have finished off making the magnets. I've cut them out again and I'm really happy with how they've turned out. So today I'm going to be packaging them up. So I've got to design some backing cards for them, and then I'll get them sorted out and ready to go on my store next week. So I think what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna make them business card size, the backing cards, and then I'm gonna cut a little slit out of them. I think that's the best way I'm gonna do it. I might have to do something else for the sloths because they might be a little bit too big, but you know, that's what I'm gonna go and find out now. So this is one of the backing cards I use for my enamel pins, but I'm just gonna use it to test out the size of this. I think that's probably exactly the size we want. So yeah, I'm gonna design some business card sized backing cards for these, then print them out and cut them out with a silhouette with like a little slit going across so I can feed the designs through them. So I am going to end this video here. This weekend I think I'm going to spend a lot of time kind of organising things again. This room needs a bit of a tidy. I want to do a studio tour over the next few weeks, so you know, I want to make sure everything is organised and sorted, ready for that. I also want to go through my files again, reorganise everything I've done this week to make sure everything's clean, answer emails, sort out lots of other bits and pieces. I also want to film some TikToks as well. I've got a new tripod which I want to try out and use for that, so that's going to be exciting. I don't think that's going to be included in my studio vlog because it's not really exciting watching me film TikToks, but I am really hoping that it will help me post them more often, because I've not been posting there enough and I need to start doing more there. If there's anything you'd like me to see me do on TikTok, let me know and in the comments, and I might do it. So this week obviously happened. I'm happy with what I made. I really like the phone cases, I think they're super cute, and I also like the bookmarks too. They just took me a long time to sort out, and Maybe if I did them again, I might go through a manufacturer for different designs. For these ones, I will continue selling these ones on my store when I put them on my store. But in future, I might think about possibly getting a manufacturer to do them, just because it's a lot of work and it's kind of difficult to get right, and a lot of things can go wrong. So it might be worth spending more of my time like on other stuff and getting someone else to make them. I'm not sure. I'll see how popular these ones are. I think they're really cute, and I love how the little backgrounds came out of them. I still haven't put them in their cellophane bags yet, but that's just because I still need to take photos of them and everything, so I want to keep them out. I do need to print more cards off, but I had a lot of issues with cutting them out, so I think what I'm going to do is just cut the little slit using my silhouette and then cut the rest out by hand, just because that will make it a bit easier. And strangely enough, I think it will be quicker to do that, because for some reason my silhouette didn't seem to like the paper that much. At least I did get some cut out, so I can get some photos ready for next week, which is something I'm gonna do next week. And I'm not sure if I'll put them on my store next week. I don't know. I might wait and keep up a few things to do a big store launch. I don't know. I've kind of been doing little bits every now and then, so I might upload like 2 new products every few weeks or something like that. I've not been storing things and doing big updates, but I think a lot of people who do big updates, they get a lot of orders, so they have a lot to replace in one go, or like they'll shut their shop for a certain amount of time, and I'm not in a position yet where I need to close my shop or anything like that. So for now, I'm just going to continue doing what works best at the moment, for me anyway, and see how things go. I mean, I'm so happy with everything and everyone who does support me and everything, but I am still quite a small channel, so, and quite a small business compared to a lot of other YouTubers that I watch, so I need to keep that in mind and, you know, just do things what works for me and for Pollygone Illustration, rather than what works for other people, because everything's different, everyone's in different situations, and I can't like mass produce things as much as other people can, and I just have to keep doing what I'm doing for the moment and then kind of reevaluate things as stuff changes. Next week, I think I'm going to be concentrating mostly on doing denim jackets. I did say at the beginning of this week that I would be painting denim jackets this week, but I did run out of time. I want to bring out a kind of a new collection of them. I don't think there's going to be a theme for them, but I'm just gonna get some new ones done. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I haven't really got many ideas of new products at the moment, and I think I kind of need to concentrate on getting rid of some of the stock I already have. I have a lot of old things, like old prints and stuff, which is selling, but before I bring in new prints and things, I want to get rid of them first. And I also have a lot of A3 prints as well, but I have no idea how to send them out to customers. So if anyone has any ideas, please let me know. I have thought about possibly sending them out in tubes, but I don't think they're going to be good enough. And then it's going to be difficult if someone orders, you know, an A3 poster and that needs to go in the tube, but then they also order a mug or an enamel pin or anything else basically. So that's something I do need to figure out, because I have a lot of A3 prints that I was gonna just sell at markets, but now markets aren't happening. I don't know, they're about to restart, but there aren't really any ones around near me, and I don't know when or if I'll be going back to Coventry to go to Fargo again to sell there. So I have a lot of prints I need to get rid of or sell or whatever, so I need to find a way to be able to ship them out to customers so I can put them on my shop and actually have them up for sale instead of just sitting in a box doing literally nothing. There is still a sale going on my shop on some of my other prints as well, because I do want to bring in some new prints. My enamel cat pins, the set, that's also on sale, so you can get 2 pins for like a lot less money, for not much more than 1 pin. So that's a really good deal if you want to go and check out my shop and grab one of my enamel pins. My washi tape is all up on my site from last week, as well as my new stickers and mugs and everything, so go and check out my new products and the old ones too to see what's on sale. Anyway, I am gonna stop talking and end this video here. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, please give this video a big thumbs up, because the engagement really helps, and you know, leave a comment below just letting me know what you've been up to this week or what you liked about this video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you'll be the first to be notified for when I next upload, which is weekly. Especially at the moment, I've been sticking to that really well, so I will see you guys next week. Bye!